Everything that is happening to you is happening for a reason.
Everything you read that helps you develop your skills, everything you listen to, every seminar that you attend makes you more and more and more valuable.
Hey there! It's hard to find good help for many people today. With so much information, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and that you don't have any way to sift through the noise. Luckily, motivational speakers can help. Subscribe to us for endless motivation.
So I began studying success. I got into sales. How many people here are in sales? Yeah. Well, that's what I got into when I couldn't get a laboring job as well. So I got into sales and I spun my wheels, and I finally began asking the question, why is it that some salespeople are more successful than others? What I learned, which turned my life around, which you've heard before, is the law of cause and effect. Now, the law of cause and effect says that for every effect in your life, for everything that's going on, there's a cause. That we live in a universe that is governed by law. This is often called the iron law of the universe, the iron law of human destiny. So the law of cause and effect says that if you can be clear about an effect that you desire, you can trace it back, and by finding someone else who's gotten that effect, if you do the same things that they do over and over again, you'll get the same result. Well, the great practice or the great application of the law of cause and effect, which has been the foundation principle of human society, psychology, religion, philosophy, metaphysics, and so on, is that thoughts are causes. Thoughts are causes, and conditions are effects. And this is an extraordinary, extraordinary breakthrough. Because most people believe, falsely, that their situation in life is determined by factors outside of themselves. And I'll come back to this later because it's very important. Whereas the fact is that our thoughts, which are the only thing that we control, and which we do control, determine everything that happens to us in life. They determine the quality of our life, the quality of our relationships, the quality of our health, how long we live, how much money we earn, the home we live in, the friends and social relationships we have, our level of happiness and self-confidence. Thoughts are causes and conditions are effects. And over the last 5,000 years, a series of mental laws have been discovered. In fact, back before the time of Christ, there were what were called mystery schools. And mystery schools were schools of people who would withdraw to the mountains, and they would study for years. And over the course of the years, they would be taught these principles. Today, the great findings of the mystery schools are available to us as simple as gumdrops and newspapers. But 99.9% of people have not discovered them. So I want to give you some of the discoveries in the mystery schools, which many people today are rediscovering and going, whoa, it's like a teenager discovering sex. I mean, wow. Never seen it before. So the second law discovered in the mystery schools was the law of belief. The law of belief has a great cultural heritage. It's the foundation of virtually all religions and all philosophies. And it basically says this, is whatever you believe with feeling becomes your reality. Whatever you believe with feeling becomes your reality. If you strongly believe it, your mind actually sorts out and creates almost a strainer effect, and you see the world through what is called a screen of beliefs. You do not see the world as it is, as the writer Aeneas Nin once said, you see the world as you are. And you actually deliberately ignore things that are inconsistent with your beliefs. And you only see things that are consistent with your beliefs. So therefore, the law of belief is very powerful. Now here's the great tragedy, is some people have beliefs, and we don't need to go into geopolitics, but some people have beliefs that are, first of all, not based on reality. They are based on completely false information, which they're passionately attached to, and which are life-destroying as opposed to life-enhancing. I don't pass judgment on anybody's belief, but the way you can pass judgment on your own beliefs is, does it make you happy, and does it enhance the quality of your life and your relationships? I'll give you an example. When I had my first child many years ago, one of the child psychology books about raising children said the role of the parent is to break the will of the child at an early age. And as it happened, that was a common teaching in the 20s, 30s, 40s, even into the 50s. Is that children, if they're too willful, will not respond well to instructions from their parents, so the parent's job is to break the will of the child. Well, you can imagine we have a lot of growing people in our society who were raised by parents with that idea, and they're broken people. They're angry, they're drunk, they're alcoholic, they're overweight, they're frustrated, and so on and so forth, because at a very early age, like young colts, they were broken. So the law of belief says that we act based on our beliefs, even though we have self-limiting beliefs. Now here's a very interesting point, is that no one's born with any beliefs. Every belief you have about yourself, your potential, the world, religion, politics, people, anything, every belief you had to be taught meticulously with very careful instruction, repeated over and over again.
The most important thing that you can do if you really want to be successful in the future and increase your income is you've got to increase your earning ability. And the way you increase your earning ability is you continue to develop new skills and abilities that help you do a better job and get better results for your employer. Everything you read that helps you develop your skills, everything you listen to, every seminar that you attend makes you more and more and more valuable. And as you become more valuable, you'll be paid more, you'll be promoted faster, and you'll take complete control of your life.
Over the last 22 years, I've spoken to more than 2,000 audiences. I've spoken to more than 2 million people. I have started, built, managed, or turned around 22 companies, and I've consulted for more than 500 corporations, including some of the biggest companies in the world. I've shared the ideas that I've learned in more than 25 countries, and literally thousands of people have transformed their businesses and even become millionaires as a result of using the things that I learned, the cause and effect principles in every aspect in business. Well, then people said, well, could you develop a coaching system? Could you put these ideas into a process and teach teach other entrepreneurs, executive managers, professionals, and so on how to do it? So several years ago, I sat down and I said, okay, if I was to teach an entrepreneur or business person or professional the key ideas that could help them dramatically increase their business results, increase their sales, their revenues, their cash flows, their profits, but simultaneously balance their lives so they had more time with their families, they used their time better, they had better priorities, they kept more of the money that they earned, all the things that we all want, for heaven's sakes. So I worked with some of the smartest people in North America, including my partners in this focal point process, and what we did is we put together this system and we began teaching it to small groups of entrepreneurs in groups of 20, 30, 40, even 50 or 60 people. Well, the results were astonishing. Basically, from the first day, people began to accomplish extraordinary things. People who were working 12 to 14 hours a day in their own business were suddenly working 6 to 8 hours a day, taking weekends off, tripled their income, lost 22 pounds, and one gentleman started spending a week a month with his family and his young kids. Other people have increased their income to more than $1 million a year in the first year of coaching. So now they say, but we need something even better. We need something even more helpful that could be done one-on-one. So what we've developed is this remarkable one-on-one coaching process that is so extraordinary. It's once a week. You meet with a client, a business owner, a manager, an executive, a doctor, a lawyer, an architect, an engineer, any professional who is running any kind of a business that depends upon sales and generating revenues and administrative and accounting efficiencies. You work with them once a week and give them guidance and advice that helps them to dramatically improve their business results. What happens is people in a week, a month, a few months are actually earning more than they were earning in the last 10 years of hard work because they're learning from the experts.